Hey guys, what is up? C4 is back with another amazing tutorial. Today we're going to be talking about animation. Now, animation in itself is a very easy, tedious task, and today we're going to be talking about Flippa clip to help us do that. All right, so let's get started. So I'm going to go to Flippa clip. Now, as you can see, I have my library of animations that I've done, but you can also see that the free version of this app, once again, has a lot of ads. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so you're gonna hit the plus button at the bottom. You're gonna name your animation. Today we're gonna be working on a ball bounce animation. All right, so I'm gonna call this ball bounce. All right, so once you're done with that, you can choose a background if you like. I'm gonna keep it white. The frames per second, we're gonna keep it at 12 frames per second. If we need to make any changes, I will gladly explain the frames per second to you. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and hit create project, and we may get an ad, and if we do, I'll just fast forward the video. Okay, so this is Flippa clip. So we have a number of tools that we have on our arsenal that we'll be talking about today. First things first, I'm gonna zoom out. If you take your fingers and pinch the screen, you'll be able to zoom out. I prefer to always work like this, so that way I understand how big or how small I make my items. So I'm gonna go here to my brush tool. And over here in our menu, we have some brushes. And if you notice, there's these diamonds, these diamond icons. These diamond icons signify whether or not you have a paid subscription. So the first one gives you a library of paint strokes. And then the second one gives you the size of that brush. So if you tap it and you tap and hold it, and as you scroll up, it increases the brush size. If you scroll down, it decreases the brush size, okay? So we're gonna keep it probably like around, let's say 42. And I'm gonna change my color to red, okay? All right, so first things first, I'm gonna draw a circle. Now, what I can do, if I want it to be a complete circle, I can always go back and hit the back tool, okay? If I'm not satisfied. I can also fill it in if I like. Go to the fill tool over here, it looks like a bucket, and tap the inside of it. All right, so with that being said, I'm ready to animate. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start off with a ball, just let it float in the air, right? And then what I'm going to do, the easiest way to animate, I could either hit this plus button down here to create another frame, and I could draw out another circle if I like. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tap the frame, and I'm gonna hit the double box icon that has a dotted box and a solid box. The one to the right, that's right next to the delete button, the trash can. I'm gonna copy the frame. And then I'm gonna hit the last button to the right. What that's gonna do, that's gonna copy the frame. Now the next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this lasso tool. This lasso tool allows you to select anything within that frame. I'm gonna select it, and I'm going to slightly bring it down, okay? That's frame 2. Now in this one, I'm going to use a technique called stretch. There's a technique in the 12 principles of animation called squash and stretch. So this, I'm gonna stretch it out, squash it a bit, bring down the size. Don't want it too big, and I'm gonna bring it down, okay? This is going to be the ball drop. I'm gonna bring it right here. I'm going to, once again, I'm gonna copy that frame, I'm gonna paste it, and then I'm gonna select. Now I'm gonna squash it. All right, so the next thing I'm gonna do, copy, paste. All right, so the next steps are gonna be really easy. So I'm just going to recreate the animation in reverse. All right. So if I scroll through it, this should be my animation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy frame 3, 2, 3, and 2. All right. And when the animation starts over, it's going to go to 1. Cool? All right, so first things first, I'm going to copy 3, paste it, copy 2, paste it, and then I'm gonna go to this menu called Frame Viewer, which is at the top right-hand corner, the 3-dotted symbol. I'm gonna press Frame Viewer, and now I'm gonna move my frames. This will allow me to move my frames. So all I did was create my frames and just copy and paste them and do it in reverse. So first things first, I'm gonna go to frame 5, bring it over. And then I'm going to go to frame 3, bring it over. Now as for this frame, I don't need that. I'm gonna make sure I delete that blank frame. You don't want blank frames within your animation. Okay. All right, so I did say that we're going to use 8 frames, right? All right. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to make another frame in between. I'm going to copy and paste this one. All right, now when I play this animation, it should be a really solid ball bounce animation. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. This is how you make a ball bounce animation.